Listeners, can I help you?
Yep, it's Jenney. I had a really tough day today.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I walked past Hawthorne State and I started thinking about all that stuff again. About everything I'm missing.
Everything you're missing?
Yeah, the fact that I'm supposed to be in school now and I'm not. I just can't face school in the condition I'm in. But I saw all these stadies on the way to a game or a rally or something. And they have a big group of friends and lots of ways to fill their time. They have everything I was supposed to have. Everything I was going to have, but my future got taken away from me.
I heard a soft clicking sound, like the feet of a cat on a hardwood floor. Jenney, are you crying?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm such a mess. Just give me a sec to pull myself together.
Take your time. Don't worry about crying. That's what we're here for.
Okay, a little better now.
Jenney, are you thinking about suicide?
Oh, God, no. You don't have to ask me that. Suicide is for weaklings. I'm a fighter, you know.
That's great. You sound like a really strong person.
I really am strong, I think. I think I would have to be strong to go through what I'm going through.
You should be proud of that, Jenney.
I am.
So do you want to tell me what's going on? What happened with school? You seem disappointed about the school situation.
Because of all the stuff that happened with my parents, I didn't...
I'm sorry, what happened with your parents?
You don't know?
No, I don't.
You must know. Everybody at Listeners knows what happened with my parents.
Well, I don't. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but because you're obviously upset, but I'd like to get more background if you want to tell me.
Wait a minute. Are you new?
Yes, I am. This is my first day, actually. My name is Billy, by the way.
I can't believe it. You're great at this.
I am?
Yeah. I would never thought this was your first day. I feel so comfortable talking to you.
Really?
I feel like I could tell you anything.
Well, thanks. I realized I was breaking one of the rules. It's great of you to say so, but I'm not here to talk about myself. I'd much rather hear about you and school and everything.
All right. Well, I've been through some changes lately. A lot of changes. And not for the better. Hello? Are you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was all set to start college at St. Angus's. Do you know St. Angus's?
Tell me about it.
It's an elite women's college in New Hampshire. It's often called the 8th Seven Sister.
Mm-hmm.
My mother went there, and my grandmother, and her mother, and so on, from way, way back. It's really selective, and the women who graduate from there often become very successful. My mom made friends there that she stayed in touch with for like her whole life. It's in Malton, one of those perfect little New England towns with the white church steeple in the center.
Sounds great. What happened?
Well, I got accepted. I mean, they were really excited about having me come to the school. The admissions office was. Because not only would I probably have gotten in as a legacy because of my mom and grandmom and everybody, but I got in on my own merits. I think that's really important, don't you?
You got in on your own merits.
You're repeating me. Don't you think that's important?
It's important to you. That's what matters. So you got accepted.
Right. They offered me a partial scholarship because of my swimming.
You're a swimmer.
Yes, I have a trophy and everything. Did you go to Hawthorne High?
You have a trophy?
I have a trophy in Hawthorne High, in the case in the front lobby, because my grades were great too. I can say that to you because you seem pretty smart yourself and you won't think I'm conceited. So I actually got into all 3 of my top schools that I applied to.
And you decided to go somewhere else?
I didn't go at all.
Why not?
Because I started freaking out the summer before school. I had kind of a breakdown, like a meltdown.
That sounds awful. I'm so sorry.
Well, it was awful. It was terrible. It was a nightmare.
The soft clicking sound started again, a shudder moving in the back of her throat. Take your time.
Okay. It was late July, early August. I was getting ready for school, emailing my new roommate, buying odds and ends for the dorm room, and I suddenly felt like I was somewhere else. I got disoriented and I panicked, like something really bad was about to happen. I didn't feel like Miss Successful College student. I felt small and helpless, like I was suffocating. I could barely see the four walls around me, which were in my bedroom at home.
You felt small and helpless. Why do you think you felt that way?
Because I was having a flashback to my childhood. I was horribly abused as a child.
By who?
By my parents. Both of them.
Your mother too? Your mother who went to St. Angus's?
That's right. My mother who went to St. Angus's, who did everything right. It was a big success story and a famous social butterfly. My mom who wrote books and my dad who owned a TV station. But the two of them, nobody knew it at the time, but those two were hurting me all along. These two supposedly great parents turned out to be the most evil people on the planet.
I looked at the clock, 8:52. I had to end the call, but I had no idea how. What would I say? What Jenny's parents did was wrong. No parent had the right to hurt a kid. People like that shouldn't even have kids. That's what I would have said to someone else, but that was my opinion, and we aren't allowed to have opinions as listeners. I'm so sorry, but I have to go in a minute.
I know you have to go. You have to go just when I pulled my scab that covers my heart. That's what they all say at listeners.
I can give you one more minute. I really enjoyed talking to you. I hope things get better, and I hope you call again.
All right. That's the thing about listeners. You expect us to turn our emotions off and on like a faucet. All right, that's enough for tonight. I'm sure I'll be okay. You know, talking to you about all this made me feel a little better.
It did? I'm glad. I'm really glad you called, Jenny. I mean, we're really glad you called.
I do feel better talking to someone who believes me. You're a great guy, Billy. Did you know that?
Thanks. Good night, Jenny.
I can't believe you're new. You're practically the best one over there. Night.